Right, hello everyone. Sorry I'm running a bit late. Football finals on. European Championship final for the ladies. Supporting the Lionesses. But, yeah, just a warning, my dad's watching it. He might shout out on the odd occasion. Anyway, to the racing. Welcome to Wheel Spin Racing League's fourth round of the season here at Hungary, where we are doing the first sprint race of the season. So we've got a short qualifying session, so 18 minutes of qualifying, followed by a sprint race, followed by the 50% race. Should be a spectacle. As you can see, we've got 15 on track at the moment. I think there might be one or two joining. I think one did just join. I don't know if he's already got his car, or we'll see him pop up in a minute. So, who's out first? It looks like Matex is out first. What's with the name changes? There's quite a few name changes. I understand Checo is Christo from previous weeks. CHR Matex is obviously Matex. There's a few others, some new guys on again tonight, which is always cool. Always good to see new people join in. The lad that just joined doesn't seem to have taken a car. I don't know if he's having issues. I'll have a look. Ryan M just left. What is with Ryan M? In the server, out the server, in the server, out the server. Just stay out if you're going to do that. Don't worry about it. Hello, Dodo. Just what you can. It looks like he's got his car now. Excellent. There we go. Hopefully it's allowed him to jump in properly. Anyway, we are on with Matex then, who was first out on track, and we get the first time on the board. Just jump to the stream myself, just in case anybody's saying anything. There we go. Right then, Matex down to the quick left-hander. I think on F122, I do think this track's a lot easier this season. The curbs aren't anywhere near as dangerous as they were in 21. You can see that there. He's had a bit of a moment off the curb on oversteer moment off the curb out of the chicane, but I think that's because he just clipped the sausage curb on the chicane. Calls that. And he's slowed and backed right off now, so who is that that's going past him? That's a McLaren. Is that Drunken? It is indeed. So let's go to Shamrock. Here he is, round the hairpin. Basically 2 hairpins to finish this track. It's a lap of this Hungaroring track. Always a fabulous track. Been some memorable races around here in the past. 17.5 then from Drunken Shamrock. Find the passes, gone P1 now on a 17.4, but look at that from Tommy Rail, 16.2 straight away. That's impressive on a first lap attempt. There's a Red Bull on its way round. Is it Supply Rat? No, can't be Supply Rat, so he's in the pits. Must be Glads. Oh, he was not on an out lap, okay. Haas boys, as Soap gets his first lap in. Winter Place just coming around the final corner. It's across the line. Opens up the DRS. It's an 18.4 to start. He'll have a lot more in his locker than that. Oh, Winter Place. Lulo on an outlap. There's another McLaren coming round. Or is that... Yes, indeed, it is the other McLaren. So it's Tesco. Oh, but he heads into the pits. So clearly not happy with the way that was going. Alfa Romeo, Idle North, indeed. Out of the final corner, DRS open. It's a 41.6, so clearly something had occurred earlier in the lap. Next 2 guys are pitted. I think there's a... Yeah, so this is So that was Low Dodo, who's got a time in, the 20.0. Few just coming back round to pit again. Glads crosses the line on a 16.7. My apologies, Matex. I missed Matex cross the line on a 16.7 as well. This is TSRC Tomo, just called him Tomo. He's had a spin in the Haas. His first lap. Let's go to Lulo then, who is 55.9 in sector 2. I could do with maybe seeing a couple of sector times. Could do with watching a lap through to the end, really, from start to finish. So let's see if I could catch someone. Lulo out the final corner. Looks like it's going to be a 1:18.4. So goes P7, meaning the Astons are currently sitting 7th and 8th. So a good start to quality from them. Checo on an outlap. He's got a little way to go. Is there anyone a bit closer? Who's this? This is Dodo. No, I think Checo, or as I said in previous weeks, Crystal. There was Red Bull around there. I think the only Red Bull was Glad, so that must have been Glad's. I can't see a second Red Bull in the standings. So anyway, we're on board with F1 Checo 42, new name for Christo. So it opens up DRS to start a lap. So let's ride on board with Checo. I'm going to find it very hard to call you Checo instead of Christo. Tommy really needs to touch the grass. He definitely does trying to pass. Oh, Christo, don't back out. Oh, he's invalidated. How'd you invalidate turn 1? I wanted to be able to see a whole lap. Who else is going to do it for me? Lulo, you coming round again? Yeah, it looks like Lulo's going to do another extra lap, so... Here we go then, on board with Lulo and the Aston Martin, who's having a second attempt at a lap on the same tyres. I'm sure there's much needs to do that when you've got 4 sets of tyres for an 18-minute period. So come through the fast, flat out right-hander into this very difficult left-hander. That's gonna, well, it would have been validated, but he backed out the power, and that's going to ruin the lap, I'm afraid. So I don't think we're going to get to see a full lap from Lulo. So there's a McLaren. It's Shamrock has crashed at the final corner. Most likely oversteer and has gone into the pit wall. Is that Winter Place? I think it is. It's just coming round to Shamrock, so we might get a chance to see it. No, that's cleared it. So right then, in that case, let's go on board with Winter Place to see if we get a full lap in. Crosses the line to start the lap. So his PB at the moment is 18.4 and P6. As I said, when he completed that lap, he's got a lot more in the locker than that. So let's see if we can find that in this lap. This is left-hander. Really attack that left-hander. He's very tight to the left to open up the steering to the right so he can stay on full power, which makes sense. He's just over a quarter of a second up. Actually shows purple on my graphic. Comes into the chicane. That's just a bit of sausage curve on the inside, first part of the chicane. So, that's all very nice, clean and tidy through there. Some light through here. On a bit, uses plenty of exit curve, nearly half a second up now into the very short final sector, but a lot of time to be found with the 2 hairpins as well as the fast right hander. So into the power then, perhaps a bit later than could be. It's an 18.1, so improves by just over a quarter of a second in the end. Stays P6. Sure, there's still more in there again. So F1 Checo is taking a bit of time off track. Is that Idlenorth? Excuse that. Is that Idlenorth that's gone through? Yep. Idlenorth goes P6. So nice luck from him. Follow the pass. It's invalidated. Go down. Tesco. Check the Tesco now. So Ferrari behind. Is that? Yeah, that's second. Supply Raptor is invalidated, unfortunately. There is another car. You see what it is. It's an Aston Martin. So, it's like Lulo. It was indeed. Maybe actually on a hot lap. Tomo. Yeah, I think Tomo is. So, let's go with Tomo. This is the other Haas. We've just watched Winter Place. It was P6, but it's dropped now to P8. Improvements from others. Nope, Tomo's 3 seconds down. We'll find someone in a minute, guys, I promise. Can't imagine. No, I don't know, it's not my hot lap, so. Dylan just started sector 1. He was way down on the last lap, so. I think he's done a slow lap, and this should be a hot lap, I think. So stick with Bob. Usually qualifies top 10. So Hungaroring definitely brings a different type of challenge though. Yeah, I'll see what I can do, final pass. I'll try and do it between quali and sprint. I won't go on board the rest of this. Dodo retires from the session. He's lost it at the quick right the quick right hander at turn 3. So Dylan then heads up to the penultimate corner. We come round into the final corner, pick up the DRS, and we'll see what he can do. He hasn't got a proper time on the board at the moment. It's 29.2, so he's definitely going to improve. Opens up the DRS, heads to the line. And it's a 1:19.6, puts him P14 for the moment. As I say, he's a regular. If we get through to Q3, so I suspect he'll be out again here. Soap. Oh, well done. Let's go to Parker then. Parker heads through the chicane. It's just a tricky little part of the track. Just coming up to the end of sector 2 following this right-hander. Idea of where he is, so it's just slightly down at the moment, just over a 10th down on his PB. Oh, and he's round out of that right-hander. So Hungary throwing up some new challenges. I said earlier it's an easier track than last year, but certainly thrown up some challenges so far today. Matex just over a 10th down in sector 2. Aston Martin still off track there. Matex into the final corner. Could he find any time in sector 3? Yes! As the unthinkable has happened and the Lionesses have taken the lead in the European Championship final. England lead 1-0 against Germany. We had the shot. Who are Lionesses? Who else we got? Soap? No, he's validated. No, struggling to find people on improving laps at the moment. Just stick with find the pass because I think he's just backed out and then pulled down to do another lap. So stick with the AlphaTauri. what a brilliant finish as well. Football. Brilliant finish. So, find the pass. And chicane gets a little out of shape on the exit. Oh, but there is Round. There was a car recovering ahead of him, a Haas, that maybe took his eye a little bit there. It's unfortunate for follow the pass, or find the pass, sorry, not follow the pass. Lulo is Round, wins replaces back out, but he invalidated. Tesco. Now Tesco's up. Excellent, we got somebody who's actually up. Tesco, just over a quarter of a second up as he comes towards the end of sector 2. He's still improving, half a second up. He's heading towards somewhere around P10, maybe P9. It's really tight between him and Lulo for P9 at the moment. Comes round onto the straights. Does he manage? It's 6/10 improvement and 18.4 does indeed put him P9 just ahead of Lulo by 15 thousandths of a second. Great lap from Tesco, that one. Who's this? This is Bob Dylan, that's an out lap. Here we go. No, Soap's an out lap as well. Checo's an out lap. We've got a car round that right-hander that Checo's just gone through. And the pass retires from the session. So, Idle North then just missed the split time. I was you 4 attempts up at the time, find the pass. I didn't see the split, so unlucky. So that would have been putting you, well, you'd have been challenging sort of Glads and that ahead, wouldn't you, on that? So Idle North improves 3 attempts, goes up to P6, just ahead of find the pass. There was a movement further up then. Was that Glads going into P2? Yeah, I think it was. Tomo was invalidated, but we'll get to go again. Let's just go to Bob Dylan. I know he was on a lap, but no, he's way down at the end of sector 2. Soap is improving through sector 1. He's just coming up to the end of sector 2 now. So still improving, almost 4 attempts, which is good enough for a P11 as it stands. If he could find a bit more in the final sector, he could pip Tesco to P10 for a top 10 quali. Add to the final corner, on goes the DRS over the line. It's an 18.4, that puts him P11 then. Again, 15 thousandths of a second off of Tesco. Checo isn't improving. Running out of drivers here. Tommy is still on it. He was just over a 10th down, and he's gone to have a little bit of a play up with the Haas off track. Well, I don't know what they're doing. They did a bit of synchronised dancing by the looks of it. It's Tomo and Tommy Real. Please, guys, just bear in mind that others might still be on hot laps. And you could be distracting them. Although, actually, no, you are safe. Everybody else is finished. So, just waiting on you guys then. If you don't mind, it's a long day today. So please get yourself round to finish. Tommy's been disqualified in a way. Let's get put down to the bottom for that. So, there we have it then. Matex, I spin with a lap where I had 3 attempts of improvement in the second sector. Oh, Matex, that would have been putting you on for a potential pole. That would have been challenging, Tommy. So, unlucky, but still a good qualifying. So, remember, this is the the qualifying for the qualifying. So this is the qualifying for the sprint race. So congratulations to Glads for... Oh, it was Glads in the end. Sorry, I missed that. I thought... Oh, it's because... Well... That's what you get for messing about, Tommy Real. He's been demoted to P15. That's kind of funny. Gladstone is promoted to pole position for the sprint race. Tomo P2, Supply Raptor P3, Matex 4, Hydronor 5, Find the Pass, Shamrock, Winter Place, Tesco and McPhoenix fill the top 10. Then F1 Checo, or Crystal as we know him better, Parker, Bob Dylan, Dodo, Tommy Real demoted to P15, and Lulo was disqualified earlier in the session. Will start from the back in the sprint race. But that, sir, is what you get. So we go on to the sprint race. Is it 12 laps? I think it's 12 laps of Hungary. Because I think it's a 36 lap, 50% race, isn't it? So it's further that in the game. So I think it's a 12 lap sprint. When I say sprint, I can't imagine we're going to see anybody on softs for that duration. So I think we'll probably see everybody on mediums. Oh, and Find the Pass, you asked if I could... I'll have a look in the options regarding the sound. Find the Pass. I must admit, it's something I've noticed when I've been racing, and other people have been streaming recently about that. It's very, very loud on board, isn't it? Audio settings. I guess master volume would be the one. Just looking down, music don't matter. Other cars don't matter. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think master volume, I'll just turn it down a couple of notches. I don't want to go too low, because those settings will affect my own game, so I don't want to go putting it down too low. You probably have to... Let me know if it's okay. I think we'll go with that for now and hope that's a little bit better. As the countdown is beginning for the start of the sprint. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It's never rang more true. Very true. Formation lap then for the sprint race. He's going to be totally head in hands. I'm just going to check the Discord and see if Tommy's put something in there. Just having a look through. Well, where's Tommy Real? Where can I find Tommy Real? Oh, I want to give him a little bit of ribbon in the chat, but I can't find him. Oh well, forget that for now. Then we'll get to the stream. So, nothing worse Find the Pass than that. I used to suffer horrendously with them when I was young. I hate them. I always used to say I was going to have them all removed when I was older. Just checking the tyres then, and yeah, as I suggested, everybody on mediums. Hungary generally, well, I haven't done Hungary this year yet, so I'm not sure what the tyres wear is like, but assuming it is similar to last year, the tyre wear rate was reasonably high last year, so I'm kind of guessing that it's a no stop on a mediums, but you'd have to stop on a set of softs, so explain that. The update's been a challenge Find the Pass, but Get yourself ready then, lad, and good luck to you. A few being I forgot to play my... I'll have to save it for the main race, but I've been doing a prediction thing recently. Every race for how many would be disqualified for overshooting the grid slot. I think it was 4 then. And lights are on. It's going to give me a terrible angle, I'm afraid, guys. Here we go, that's better. So, Tomo gets off to a great start, takes P1 off of Glads. Maytek's also up one, final pass up 2. We got somebody... I think somebody's dropping down. Yeah, Idle North is down to the back. Not sure what's happened to him. He's still only coming around turn 1, so I think he's had some sort of moment. Checo, unfortunately, is round. Tommy Real, don't know if he's been involved or if he had to take avoiding action, but he's a bit slow as well. There's somebody... Oh, there's 2 cars there, ghosting. That's Dodo. This is difficult to work out, I'm sorry. Let's just get off of the onboard. I'm trying to work out which cars are ghosting. There's multiple cars ghosting. Why are there cars ghosting? Well, I mean, all I can do, guys, is go in and send you an invite in case you've been kicked, but it's not come up on the screen saying you've been kicked. You should not be in AI. Oh, I can't send you an invite, load Dodo. You'll have to get yourself back in if you've been kicked. Is Parker the other one? Same for Parker, I'm afraid. It doesn't look like I can send out. So, it looks like yeah, it's Dodo and Parker. Well, let's keep an eye on that. Oh, hang on, there's a third one. It's Lulo as well, so it's both Aston Martins and Dodo. Also, all seem to be guys that I haven't really seen before. I've seen Parker, to be fair. Just coming up to the front then, so Glads has taken the lead back and is now 1.3 seconds up the road, driving very nicely. We've got a sector 2 yellow, that appears to be Soap. It is indeed. He's stopped just to allow everybody through to rejoin safely, and that he does. Those 3 still ghosting. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, look. Tommy Real's lost his wing. Believe it or not, he can carry on. He doesn't. He goes into the pits. I thought he might try and carry on. Decides instead of to pit. Into place. Very close now to the back of Shamrock. Let's get into some battles rather than worrying about what's going wrong for people. Let's concentrate more on some fighting. So this is Winter Place on the back of Drunken Shamrock, so the Haas on the back of the McLaren. There's another battle a bit further down, which is Lulo on the back of Dodo. Somebody called Vertigo has joined, don't know who that is. We've left again. So... Winter Place just dropping off the back now, so let's go... Oh. Forget Dodo and Lulo because they're 2 of the ones that are ghosting. Maytex then. So he's 7 tenths off the back of Tomo. Obviously has DRS here, so he's going to close that up. So 3 seconds for Checo. Remember, this is effectively qualifying. I don't know what people think about the sprint races. I mean, it gives you a bit more race time on the game, so I suppose for the game purposes it's pretty good. I don't know if I like it for real life, personally. I think I'm a much bigger fan of the Well, if I'm honest, I preferred last year's qualifying system where you had to use the tyres you're going to start on in Q2. Definitely preferred that. Oh, Winter Place is round. Winter Place has lost it on the quick right-hander. Turn 3. It's either 3 or 4. There's a kink on the road after turn 1, so that's probably turn 2. So that's probably turn 4 there. Okay, Supply Raptor has caught the back of Matex now. Soap has DNF'd. This could cause a safety car. If I can get down to Tommy, I might be able to see him. Just about caught him. Yeah, it is a full safety car. And Tommy will be over the moon with a full safety car. As he was 15 seconds off of the next car ahead, which is into place. So that will give him a chance to see if he can make up some places now. Tomo, during all that, has picked up a penalty. 3 seconds, so it's Tomo's got 3 seconds, Checo's got 3 seconds. And oh no, Germany have equalised with including injury time about 15 minutes to go. So they're back in it. Blooming Germans, we just can't shake them off in football, can we? So I wonder, anybody going to think to come in? There are a couple coming in. It's just nipped to tyres. I'm wondering if they're... Yeah, so Bob Dylan in 11th through to 15th place Winter Place have come in for softs. So now, so that's Bob Dylan, Find the Pass, Tommy Rill, Checo and Winter Place. Now Tommy Rill switched to softs when he needed a new wing, so he's actually done a couple of laps on his already. His are probably going to be feeling pretty rotten by the end, I expect. But all the others should be okay. It might help provide a bit of action. Not been the most exciting sprint race so far. But Glads and Tomo, Matex and the like that are further up don't need exciting. They need a nice boring one to keep their solid starting positions for the race. Just taking a quick look at the football, the Germans suddenly looking a lot stronger. Oh, nicely done. Excellent. Go on, England. Come on. Sorry, I'm being distracted, aren't I? Well, we are on a safety car, so it doesn't really matter, does it? So then, in a way, that's who the race in. Anybody said anything? Nope. So, safety car should come in this lap. Just waiting for Winter Place to catch the back, but he's right on it, really. Ferrari of Checo just slowed down. No, he's okay, no issues. Just having a quiet moment. And then, so yeah, we'll get going this lap, which means lap 7 is the resumption. So 6 laps remaining. Effectively exactly halfway through. See what Glads will do in terms of restart, where he will go. Just like to give myself a little shout out, actually, just to those of while we're under safety car and waiting for it to restart. But I won my first race in ARC last night, so it's my fourth win overall in league racing. But my first race in ARC last night, which I was over the moon with. So won by 14 seconds at Spa. A couple of fast guys missing, which helped, but that's not my issue. Gladsden, when will he go? Will it be off the final corner? Will it be just before, or will it be sometime in the middle of it? Let's find out. Let's go on board with Tomo. So Glads is gone, and Tomo could come under pressure here from Matex. Matex goes to the outside. Lads keeps P1 comfortably. Tomo defends. Leaves room, but... oh, and there's contact! And that's heavy collision into the wall for Matex, and... believe it or not, it could be Tomo that comes out worse for that. The clip on the rear may have given him rear wing damage. So that promotes Supply Raptor into P2, Drunken Shamrock's up to 3. Look at the McLaren's running P3 and P4, Tesco in 4. Dodo running 5, but is still in AI. Parker makes... oh! That's Winter Place round again! Extremely unlike Winter Place. Oh, and there's a Ferrari as well! There's Checo! There's spins and contacts and all sorts of things going on. Oh, this is going on. Oh, these are the... well, go on, Tommy, get through them. Quite literally, get through them. Just like break him into turn 1. Go through him. And you, Bob Dylan, come on. Get ahead of these annoying... well, at least I don't need to message Bob Dylan to tell him, because he will know these guys are in AI. So, Tommy up to 6th. Dylan making his way. Winter Place retires from the sprint race in the pits. So he took a real clatter on the wall. So we know he had severe damage to his front wing. I don't know if it could have also caused like undercar damage and or underfloor, whatever you want to call it. So have we got any battles actually going on? Find the Pass finds himself in 9th now. He's gotten ahead of Bob Dylan. Matex gets ahead of Tomo a bit further down. What? Oh, okay, Matex. Oh yes, he had the contact, didn't he? There's another car around there. That's an Alfa Romeo. That's Tommy. As DRS is once again enabled. So Tommy has spun it and he's fallen behind. Find the Pass and Bob Dylan. Although Bob Dylan spun it out of the final corner. Would you believe it? It resumes in P11. It's not about who's quickest here, it's about who can do the most laps without spinning at the moment. Tommy making his way back through the ghosted cars again. Watching this simply because it's the closest we got to a battle, so Tommy gets through that one. The next car is not ghosted, it's Find the Pass, so he's already on the back of Tesco. That's who we're on with now. So Find the Pass on softs against Tesco's 8-lap mediums. Hard to believe Tesco's going to be able to defend for too long. Obviously, Find the Pass. Well, he's got the move done there, round the outside of the hairpin. That's a fine move. Tommy actually follows him through as well. Tesco being a bit nice, if you like, there. Rather than fighting. But, we'll stick with this because Tommy obviously fighting. Actually, let's just go... oh no, forget that. That's an AI car again. In that case, let's go to the 2 leaders. We've actually hardly seen the leaders so far today, so obviously Glad's leading from Supply Raptor. I do hope the full race is going to be a bit better in terms of spins and stuff. Hopefully we'll have a bit more consistency. These short sprint races can be a bit sort of frantic, so I think you do probably see more spins than you do in the 50% race, to be fair. There's the front boys coming round to end lap 10. He wants a lap 11. That would be 2 laps remaining. So, Supply Raptor not able to get close enough to Glads with the DRS. Gets DRS again, of course, down towards turn 3. So, yeah, the DRS is not the biggest help around here, is it? If I'm honest, I mean, the home straight is the best one, but unless you're absolutely... It's hard to follow through the final corner, being really close on the gearbox of the driver ahead, so... It is difficult to make a move here. Just having a quick look down the field. There is one other battle emerging, which is, well, Tommy Reel's found his way past, find the pass, but find the pass right in the back of him still. Not quite as close as this is, though. So let's stick with this. I think this is the closest Supply Raptor's been. Just go on board. Glads. Weaves to the right and then back to the racing line. He's allowed to do that, so... As long as he doesn't weave back to the line, then weave again. That's when it's too much weaving, and draw a penalty. So, final lap. And Supply Raptor picks up 3 seconds. Well, his... it's Find the Pass has gotten back past Tommy Reel. This guy's fine. I'm just keeping an eye. This Shamrock might have gotten a little bit of a sort of a pep sort of boost to try and get within the 3 seconds of Supply Raptor. It's Tomo sets the fastest lap. Tommy Reels, you can have a look here. He's not. I'm just going to go to Glads because he's heading towards the line. So Glads qualifies pole position. Supply Raptor P2. Yeah, Shamrock can't quite get him. Just under 3 tenths to gap. So Shamrock will start P3. Idle North in a fantastic P4. Well done, Idle North. Find the Pass. Brilliant race. Find the Pass. And he pits Tommy Reel to P5. Good recovery from Tommy after the disqualification in actual qualifying and incidents earlier on. In my opinion, Lulo should not be P7, Dodo should not be P8, Parker should not be P9. Everybody below those 3 drivers should be moved up a place, but that would require a restart with those 3 being dropped to the back. So we'll see what they do. Let's just go down to Tomo. Just finishing off. So also disappointing for Tomo after starting so high up. Do a quick change to positions if I can get it in time. 9 place gain for Tommy Reel. It says 9 for Lulo, but as I say, he was in AI the whole time, so don't count. So Tommy, our biggest gain. So, after picking up Dummy of the Day in the normal qualifying, he picks up Driver of the Day in the sprint qualifying. Does Tommy? As you can see, there's the qualifying positions. Then, so I'll just flip through down to the bottom in case Bob Dylan needs them. There we have it. I can also do a quick. Oh, well, I was going to do a quick flip through race directory and incidents, but it's just disappeared on me. That's good a bit, wasn't it? Oh well, never mind. We'll move on to the main race. England have a free kick right at the death, a minute to go, just outside the German area. Going to play it into the box. Oh, headed away. But I'm not going to commentate on the football all the way through the break because I want to break as well. So I'll be back with you shortly, guys. I'm going to refill my coffee and I'll be back with you. See you in a bit. Right, guys, I'm back with you because the timer started. Not much of a break. I don't know if somebody's readied up early. I'm not in Discord at the moment, so just jump on Discord. Light goes out for the formation lap. Looks like most are getting away. They've not done a... They might have done a restart. Yeah, it's been a bit of chat. I don't know if it's exactly 100% right in what he said. He hopes 7th and 8th get no points, they're in AI all race, and 9th for that matter if you're bumping them up from below. So, yeah, 100% I don't know if I agree totally. So, in a way, we're on to the formation lap. Let's take a look. So, 35 laps of Hungary then. I was wrong when I said 36. So, quick look at tyres. So, interesting from Soap at the back, he's opted for soft tyres to start with. Maybe with so many incidents in the sprint races, thinking that there's going to be, or likely to be, safety cars involved here. Quite possibly. Other than that, everybody on either mediums or hards. I'll just tell you the hard drivers. So Find the Passes opted for hards. Winter Place has opted for hards. Everybody else is on the medium tyres to start the race. Tesco and Bob Dylan have been disqualified from the formation lap. So I'm going to go with 3 this time, being disqualified for overshooting the grid slots. So forget Tesco and Bob Dylan because they were disqualified elsewhere. So Shamrock, Idle North, Tomo. Is that it? Is that it? It is, I think. I think I've got it right. 3 it was. Well done, mate. Oh, look at Tesco's shot. A shot of the grass. That's a good one. That's nice. They're off in a way. Sorry, let's get back to the main shot. It looks like Glads is a bit slow off the line. A Supply Raptor moves into P1. Find the pass is off to a great start. Up to P2. So the Alpha Tauri's off to a flyer. Still side by side though with Glads. I think I'd rather have Glads outside that line, I was going to say, but actually no. It looks like Find the Pass. It's got this, they're still side by side, and this corner is not nice to be side by side. In fact, in the end, it looks like Find the Pass was happy to slot in behind. He's still off to a good start on those hard tyres. So Tesco makes a place up on Bob Dylan, but further down, Matex up to 5th. Parker up. Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo round. Oh no, sorry, it was a Haas. It was TSRC Tomo. So he recovers and we'll get going again. Soak up a couple of places on those softs as Tommy moves into P3, making a fine move on Find the Pass. Who's also now got Matex all over the back of him. Bear in mind, these guys are on medium tyres to Find the Pass hard. They're bound to have more traction this early parts of the race. More traction, more grip, whatever. So just looking, Matex at the inside, Find the Pass into P4. He'll be glad to get that done quite quickly, so Tommy Real hasn't disappeared on him. There's a couple of places further down to Lulo and Winter Place. And now, I think Bob's round this time on the right-hander. It's got to be about the 4th time someone's spun there tonight. It looks like Tomo's just going to nip ahead. But, hopefully Bob Dylan will realise it just means his race starts now. Still plenty to be gained in this race. Matex catching Tommy Real, who's round as well. Tommy Real round on the fast right-hander further on in the lap. He's lost it on exit. I think oversteer off the curb, most likely. As there is another yellow flag. I think it's Bob. Yeah, Bob Dylan an instant. Oh, I hope that's not an indication that he might have rear wing damage. We know in this year's game, rear wing damage is almost impossible to play with. Winter Place up into P7 ahead of the McLaren of Tesco. 2 Aston Martins fighting behind. Those drivers that were in AI in the sprint race look like they might be solidified and driving here, which is good. So just a note that Bob has carried on round past the pits, so hopefully it's just a moment. Just interested here. Oh no, the 2 Aston Martins actually are both ghosting again. I thought it looked like they were solidified, but unfortunately both ghosting. I mean, what's the point? Why join in the first place? I don't get it. So, oh, Shamrock has a moment, and it's allowed Idle North to take advantage and move into P5. A good start in the race is Idle North, as the Aston's moving down, people going through them, thank goodness. It's just annoying, it's so off-putting. I really do wish there was a way to actually remove them. Just to confirm that Lord Dodo also is in 3 drivers in AI all the way through the sprint race, and by the looks of things, going to be all the way through the main race as well. Effectively meaning we've got 13 drivers on the track, but they were actually competing. At least WRL use ghosting, that's something. Other leagues don't use ghosting, and AI cars cause huge problems. See if we can get that position back. As these laps go on, of course, we should find that the guys who started on the hards, their tires should start coming towards them. Oh, what have they done? Sorry, took a moment to look at the football. I wish I hadn't, but it's okay. Still 1-1 in extra time now. So, oh, let's go to Glads. He's making a move on Supply Raptor. Supply Raptor's defended to the inside. Glads will get DRS again. Down towards turn 3. And he gets the move done. So back into P1 where he started is Glads. Supply Raptor putting up a strong defence there, but in the end I think the DRS got him. Tommy Real up to P7. Being past the Ghosted. No, not Ghosted. What am I talking about? That's Soap. He's gotten past Soap and Winter Place. Fortunately, I missed that. Hopefully he gets a clip of that for a double overtake. Oh, go for them annoying cars. Right, let's go back to Supply Raptor. He's not allowing Glads to disappear. Tesco is first to pick up a penalty for 3 seconds. And Checo gets ahead of Lulo there. That's one of the Aston Martins, so let's get past one of the AI cars. Glad for that. But there's going to be a few telling offs in the Discord after this. So, every time I think we've got a battle going on further down that I want to switch to, it turns out to be a blooming AI car. It's so annoying. We'll stick with the leaders for now, because at least we know we've got 2 proper cars battling. They're off on their own though, these 2 at the moment. Latex, nearly 7 seconds behind, is in his own battle at the moment actually, flying the pass. It looks like those hard tyres are coming towards him over the mediums. He's able to take the fight, by the looks of it, to Latex. Soap, by the way, starting on those soft tyres, has managed to make his way to 7th now. He's done a great first stint. They're working for him in terms of getting track position. It just depends. No idea, unfortunately. As I say, I've not done Hungary, so I don't know specifically what sort of tyre life any of it has. Fortunately, Tesco, second McLaren, is finding himself battling on track with 2 AIs. It's so annoying. Sorry, I'll stop try and stop going on about that. But, it's true though. So just little signs that Glads might be starting to get away from Supply Raptor a little bit, although it looks like Supply just closed 3 temps up then, so just I think that He's right back on the back of him again. Tomo picks up 3 seconds. They're continuously getting away from Matex and Find the Pass. It really does look like Find the Pass hards are starting to come to him here. What are we on now? So we've completed 7 laps. I mean, I'm guessing that it's going to be 15 laps on mediums, 20 on hards for the one stop, or something around there. Clearly, after just half the stint, these hard tyres are looking stronger than the mediums. Sector 1 yellow. That's actually Tomo. So, Find the Pass will be, to be quite honest, quite desperate to get past Matex here, so that he can take advantage of his tyres better, his hard tyres being better at this point of the race than the mediums, and see if he can close the gap up. I don't think, unless there's a safety car, it doesn't appear like anybody's going to be challenging the front two, but you never know what's going to happen, of course. Find the Pass, well, Find the Pass under DRS here. He's going to get it again down to turn 3. There's just a gap, just slightly opens on the exit of the corner, which allows Matex to control turn 3 and then 4, and I think that being Find the Pass will be following for another lap. Again, I'm continually trying to keep an eye on further down the field, guys, because I do like, where possible, to try and get everybody in. I think Soap McPhoenix has reached the end of the tyre life on these softs. He has lost a position to Shamrock. He's fallen 3 seconds behind Shamrock. I don't think he can stay out any longer. He's just going to keep dropping down. I mean, he's got a 5-second buffer to winter place, so he could do 1 or 2 more laps, but nothing is particularly happening at the moment. I know it could happen any second, but nothing is particularly happening that makes you think a safety car is imminent. We'll have to see. So, as there is a fight up front, side by side. Supply Raptor has a go into turn 1. They come out side by side. As DRS down towards turn 3. Oh, and they're still side by side. They're catching. I think that's Bob Dylan ahead. They're catching, but in the end, Glads takes the place. Keeps the place. Just got some traffic through the chicane. Bob, despite being ghosted, Bob does the right thing, pulls to the side, gets out of the way. And we have Tesco is out, and we have a full safety car. Keep going, Bob. Oh, he must have a stupid Delta thing going on. Well, if this stops Bob from unlapping himself, this Delta, hopefully it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Thank goodness for that. So Bob managed to sit. That's great news that Bob Dylan's going to be unlapped and back on the lead lap after he goes past the safety car. Unfortunate to lose Tesco, what a shame. But the stops coming thick and fast. Glads goes to brand new hards. Find the Passes stayed out on his hards. Finds himself up to P2. Supply the Raptor. So his teammate as well comes out P3. So that's going to be a moment at the start. Presumably Find the Pass will look to let his teammate through in a safe place where he can. Matex P4, Shamrock 5, Idle North 6, all of them going to hard tyres now. Soap. I mean, this is hard for the guys that started on hards. The two drivers that started on hards, this is difficult. Winter Place has switched to mediums. Tommy Vrill has switched to softs. So, might not be the worst shout from Tommy that. You got 20... By the time the safety car comes in, you're going to have something like 23 laps remaining. Around there. So, maybe a soft to medium stint. Not sure. Did Tommy use mediums on his first run? I could find out, but I won't. He's got in his mind that he's going to try a soft stint. Going by Soap, who started on the softs, it would be difficult to push that out. So Bob's gone around an extra lap. He's now taking his pit stop, switches to medium tyres, and will begin to make his way round. So he's got an awful long way to go. The safety car's just coming out the final turn. So it's one of those things. He's got to make sure he gets back up to the back of the pack to take advantage on this. On the other side of it, he doesn't want to take too much out of his medium tyres either. So it's a bit of a quandary for him. So then, check of the penalties, 3 seconds, 5 seconds for Tommy. And being on softs means he's definitely pitting, so he's served that on his next stop. Tomo, 3 seconds. So, yeah, Tomo's with us. It's Lulo, Dodo, and Parker. I really do wish there was some way of removing them from the track. Maybe as a... perhaps for a commentator, someone spectating should be able to get rid of them. I can't take control. Can't view his gamer card, so it's just ridiculous. Nothing I can do, unfortunately. It just puts a little dampener on what otherwise has been a really good race so far. And Bob just still making his way round at the moment, so we're going to go an extra lap, which is what I expected first of all. So it looks like we're going on lap 14, which means 22 laps remaining. So still, I think that's a bit much for a double soft stint for Tommy. I don't know, maybe not. Of course, it will depend on another safety car as well. Right on board here with Bob as he catches up to the back of the pack. Don't take too much out your tyres, Bob. You're going to comfortably catch them on the next lap. They've just gone through turn 1 up to the actual safety car is on turn 3, but the back of the patch just come out turn 1, so not going to have any issues catching them. So the back of the pack at the moment will be Tomo. He's just come through, so they're just heading. So yeah, so Bob should probably just be able to see them up ahead. Well, they've just gone around the left-hander, so they probably couldn't quite see them. They're just around the right-hander here. So, should be able to see them now. There you go. Break. So then, let's go back to the front, guys. Let's just take... Who's had the good start to this race then? So position changes, find the pass up free. Matex is up 7, Soap is up 9, so a great start to the race from Soap. Safety car in this lap. Tommy, just be careful, because Dodo is obviously AI'd. You don't want to pick up a penalty for swapping positions with him under a safety car, so just be a bit careful. Right, so off we go. Glads restarts nicely. Look at this, the 2 AlphaTauris playing the team game. Find the pass, lets his teammate Supply Raptor through very nicely. He'll now try to defend from Matex. May prove difficult with his tyres being so much older. Indeed it does. But anybody else who can defend against her a little bit, just to hold him back a bit, would help Supply Raptor. So Matex now up 8 places. Winter Place up 8 places. Oh, I did. I cursed Soap Phoenix, didn't I? Said what a great start to the race he's had, and now he's at the back. Sorry, Soap. Commentator's curse on you there, buddy. Find the pass then. Settling in now. And getting into the rhythm. So, front 2 are still losing Matex a little bit. Really quick. Supply Raptor is a clear of welcome addition to the grid. Not just because he's quick, but his racing when been alongside Glads has been fantastic as well. Which is always great to see. As Tommy has another moment and has fallen to the back. Oh no, Tommy, why did you do that? Well, for me, that is a... I mean, you're caught on stream, and for me, Tommy, I'm sorry, but you should be kicked from the league for that. That's disgusting. So Tommy Real deliberately DNFs into the pit wall, bringing out a full safety car, so, you know, things don't go right for you. You ruin everybody else's race. That's, or risk ruining everybody else's race. Just not on. So, in a way, let's not concentrate on the bad, let's go with the good as well. So, full safety car, what would that mean? Potential to switch to new tyres again. So you would think that this will be when Find the Pass pits, but again though, it's just a little bit early for him. He'd like to be doing 20 laps on these hards ideally. It also would drop him down to the back, pitting now. So it's a really hard decision for Find the Pass. But he does come in. He's kind of forced into that really. Drunken Shamrock is out. Shamrock retires in the pits. What's going on? Soap picks himself up 5 seconds on pit entry, which you always feel a little bit silly about when you do that, because you're... Also, you could be on its snail's pace crossing that line, but never mind, on he goes. We'll exit the pits in P13. But he has nice fresh medium tyres, which I assume he'll be looking to push out to the end, unless it's just long enough that he might have to do a medium soft, but I doubt it. So, unfortunately, what started is a really fantastic race. It's just been let down a little bit at the moment. But, I'm sure those blooming AI cars are being annoying for people as well. Yeah, pass. I think that has hurt your strategy, hasn't it? Unfortunately, find yourself down in 11th. You're having a great race up to then, buddy, and not your fault. Go on, yes! England have scored! England score in extra time. They lead Germany 2-1. She's got her top off. What a goal. Well, what a goal. It's a lucky goal. Who cares? It's come in extra time. 10 minutes to go in the second half of extra time. And England finally, since 1966, get their first major trophy. From the Lionesses as well. That would be amazing. Just a note to say that when England won the World Cup in 1966, it was still illegal for women to play football. And look where it is now. Fantastic. So, believe it or not, today's Wembley crowd is the biggest ever, including any men's game. It's the biggest crowd ever at Wembley, which is amazing. So final pass, just confirmed he was planning on going to lap 27 and on to softs, so that hards clearly last a long time. Well, that probably helps me actually, because that probably tells me that he and Soak should be able to go to the end on the mediums. But saw how quickly Van der Paas seemed to find himself quicker on the hards than the medium drivers, so it seemed to happen after about 8 laps. So on the other hand, most of the hard drivers have done 5 or 6 laps now on their hards, so it'll be a bit longer this time. Getting going in and away, so Lads leads us away out of the final corner. Just looking if anybody, doesn't look like anybody's got a run. Matex might have a little late look on Raptor, but no, Raptor defends it off pretty. Oh, and Matex has lost it on exit. Under traction. Oh, what a shame. I think that's a cold tyre thing. And oh, he wasn't the only one. Tomo as well lost it there. What a shame. But, these things happen. But that promotes Winter Place to P3. Checo all of a sudden up in P4. I'm being swamped at the moment by AI cars. Lovely. So that's enabled Van der Paas back up into P7. Look at Bob Dylan, who was lapped at one point in this race, is now up to P8. With some recovery that. As Tomo looks like he's had another spin. Just after the chicane, that was. Clearly, some find it quite difficult. I do know that since the 106 update, setups have been rather difficult. Some of the old setups still work at some of the tracks, but not all of them. Well, they all needed a bit of tweaking. As Van der Paas goes up the inside into turn 1 of Checo and is already back into P4. So, let's just join the safety car to say that his strategy was ruined, but as Tomo has had enough and retires into the pits. You won't see Bob Dylan doing that. He's going to put fresh hards on. He'll be going to the end. I'm not so sure why he needed to pit there, but fresh hards go on the kart, so he'll be going to the end easily. So yeah, we sort of find the pass posted about his strategy, but in the end, it's looking like it's not going too bad. As he's been able to get through those drivers pretty quickly to get himself back onto P4, so yeah, this stint just looking a little bit different. Glads has just broken the 1 second to Raptor. So, Idle North making his way back past the AIs and is trying to get after Soap McPhoenix. Soap obviously at the moment has the tyre advantage on the fresher medium tyres. Idle North on the 8-lap hard, so it's going to need... Idle North's going to want to keep that gap as close as he can, and then later in the race he'll have the advantage back. Look at find the pass on right on the back of Winter Place already. Just oversteers out of right-hander. Oh, it's a shame for him. He's going to have to do it all again, but he's done it once. I'm sure he can do it again. Drops to 10th, but still within the points on his first race, so keep it going, find the pass. You're having a brilliant race, really. Overall, just one little spin. There's nothing. Looks like Supply the Raptor's just got himself back within a second now with Tommy Real, and has set the fastest lap of the race, 19.397. Oh, England's so close to scoring again. I think it's heading over the bar, but keeper saved it over the corner. As we've got full track yellow again. What's happened? No, Bob Dylan. It's Bobby. Where's Bobby? I can't see him on track. I must have missed him. I must have missed it. But it's another full safety car. So, right, let's look. Where is Matex? He's the back of the field at the moment. Well, nobody's going to have long to catch up. We'll do lap 22 under safety car. Potentially lap 23, which means getting a go in again on 24 with 12 laps remaining. Can Softs do 12 laps? Well, the answer to that question is probably that nobody used Softs from the start in the sprint race. So they all went mediums. So I would assume that you don't really want to be using 12 laps, Softs for 12 laps in the main race either, but it's a choice between that and 10 lap old mediums like Winter Place has got. Let's see what Winter Place changes to here. Oh, it looks like he's got set. Yeah, okay, so Winter Place still had a set of mediums to go to, so he's on fresh mediums. So is Checo. Wow, that puts those guys in great places right now. Find the pass, unfortunately for him, is just behind Winter Place. So that was who he was right on the back of before he spun. Matex has opted for soft tyres. Gets a new front wing while he's at it as well. So, yeah, I think it's an advantage to the guys that have got fresh mediums left. Seriously, for say Winter Place and Checo. But thing is, they've still got to make their way through. But of course, we've got 3 drivers. So effectively, even though we've got 11 on track, we've only actually really got 8 drivers left at the moment. There's 3 of the drivers still on track are in AI and have been all race. So Lulo, Dodo and Parker have all been in AI for the whole race, so that means that Winter Place and Final Pass will be able to get through those pretty comfortably. So I would say don't rule Winter Place out of this win. I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility at all from where he is. Unfortunately, find the pass this time probably still a little bit fresher than the hard tire guys, but it probably won't take too long for them to go to the same sort of pace. So the other question, of course, is going to be where can Checo get to? As we know, Checo is who we better know as Christo in previous weeks. Matex is back into the pits this lap. Putting a fresh set of softs on. So clearly just thought, well, I may as well, as I'm at the back, I may as well pit again and then catch up. Ready to go again next lap, I presume. Unless he's hoping to maybe make the safety car stay out an additional lap. I don't know. I don't know if I'd risk that, because if I did that, the safety car would just come in anyway. So I don't know if I'd be willing to risk that, to be honest. I think technically it could go another lap yet. But, say I wouldn't risk it. Plus, I doubt after qualifying he's got another set of fresh sauce to play with in a way after that set. So just looking at Matex, we'll go on board with Matex. Jeez, really look after tyres. He's not pushing himself to get round, and I think. Oh, safety! It's a really late call. Safety car in this lap. Such a late call. It's going to slow everybody right down. Just be careful, guys. Not to hit the car in front in this situation. So glad it takes a wide entry into the final corner. When will he go? I think he just has. Raptor's got to run. He's got to run on Glads. I just can't seem to find any toe off of Glads. Side by side in turn one. Raps are trying to go around the outside. I don't think he's going to find that the quickest route. So, well, they've got soap all over the back of them as well. Soap with Phoenix, that is. And some changes going on through the field. I think it's just people getting past the AIs. Dropping down. And the football is over. England are the European champions. Congratulations to the Lionesses. What a great result. That's it, as an England fan, I'm only ever watching women's football from now on. Men's bring us nothing but heartbreak. So, that's it. We got set to oh, it's Matex. Matex is dropping down. Winter Place already has. It's Winter Place and Matex have dropped down. Matex doesn't have a front wing on the car. We'll see if he pits or not. It's probably not the greatest track to be driving around without a front wing, even this in this year's game. But,
oh my god. Only lost by one.
Outstanding. So let's go to find the pass. He's fighting with Checo. Checo with those lovely fresh medium tyres. See the extra grip he's got. Oh, but look at find the pass coming back at him up into the left-hander. Does that very nicely. Retakes the place. Brilliant battling from the two of them. So, Winter Place is getting yellows following him around. Seems to have had another incident there. Matex just going round towards the pits now. Is he going to pit? Yeah, they do. He's going to stay out. No matter front wing. See how he gets on. Winter Place is round again. I think he's got rear wing damage. Winter Place. I can't imagine he'd be spinning like this on fresh softs and without wing damage, without rear wing damage. So this may be the end of the race for Winter Place. He may just bring this into the pits at the end of the lap. Look again, and that's on fresh softs. He's clearly got some sort of damage to that car. Winter Place, one of the best drivers on the grid, so there's just no way that he'd be spinning like that. The only annoying thing for Winter Place, he knows there's 3 AI cars on the track. He is going to go round again. He's going to try and keep it going. Say, there's 3 AI cars on the track, so he's actually guaranteed 8th place if he can continue. So he is guaranteed points. So it may be a case of just driving slowly around for the rest of the race. Wouldn't even matter if you get lapped a few times, it just means you've got to do less laps with the damage. We're back to the front boys then, so they've created a gap to Idle North in P3. The other battles going on are just the AIs swapping around positions, so we won't bother with that. Yellow flag's out again. It's where Winter Place is on the track, so they're just coming up to lap him. He's off at the side, as you can see there. I do hope he continues, even if he ends up getting lapped 4 times before the end. He still picks up points, so he may as well just keep it going. It could prove vital at the end of the season. 4 points, so... Look how close Supply Raptor was. Then a hairpin. Is he going to get a run this time? Let's go on board with Supply Raptor. It's like the gap may just be slightly too much. Glads has got loads, he's saving his energy, Glads. He's just not been using it. But, side by side they go again. Glads just takes that line which just pushes Raptor slightly wide, but not... in any bad way. There's a little bit of a wheel-to-wheel contact into turn 3. It's nothing that's caused any issues, but on this occasion then, Supply Raptor moves into P1. His only issue being that Glads has saved his energy throughout all of that, still has 70%. So he's got the track position, but can he hold Glads off for the rest of this race? As, Winter Place is round again, this time in the final corner. It's taking some mental strength, I think, from Winter Place to keep going here. But, those guaranteed points are good enough incentive for him. And at the moment it's 4 points, but he doesn't know what's going to happen. Anybody battling could find themselves out. So... I think what we might see Matex do, because he's obviously not able to catch the guys in front. So what we might see him, he's guaranteed 7th basically in a way, because Winter Place wouldn't overtake him if he pitted. So I think a little bit later in the race we might see Winter Place. In fact we might end up. And I was going to say I think we might end up with the fastest lap battle between Matex and Winter Place, but actually, obviously with Winter Place's damage, he's not going to do that. So I think. Around lap 32, 33, I think we'll see Matex into the pits. That yellow flag is once again Winter Place. Well off track, allows the front 2 through. East Rydal North as well. He's created a gap between him and Find the Pass. I think Find the Pass at 13 laps on the mediums is probably starting to struggle a bit on those. Once place round again there. I'd just like to state it's not. Please don't think ill of Winter Place. It's just going to the end to get the points. It is quite the rear wing damage that I suspect he's got in that car is. It's like Bambi on ice, basically. It's impossible. So it's not him that's spinning the car. It's the damage that's doing it. And he's also trying to stay out of everybody's way as well. But eventually, unfortunately, he is out of the race on the final turn. Yeah, look, he's gone over into the wall over there. So he was doing his best to get the car around to the end. But annoyingly, for everybody else, gets brought out another safety car. Not annoyingly for Matex, he'll be over the moon with another safety car. But you can imagine now that we're going to see an influx of drivers going to soft tyres. Only one I'm not sure about is Checo in the Ferrari. I'm just wondering if he might stay out in the mediums. I don't think we'll be going again until at the very earliest lap 32, but it might be lap 33. So I'm just wondering if Checo might take a gamble here. Some of these laps on these mediums have been done on under safety car anyway, so then a few more laps on the safety car. Checo might be able to nick it if the safety car don't go again. So he's got a penalty, which Raptor and Glads don't have, so it's not likely to get the win, but no, it's not going to risk it. It's going to come in for the soft like everybody else. Apart from Glads. Glads hasn't pitted. Well, I am absolutely shocked by that decision. I guess he was in a situation where he thought, well, if I go in, then Raptor might stay out, and if Raptor stays out and I pit and quite a few others don't, I could find myself right down the field. So he's in a bit of a difficult position. I think he's opting not to pit and he's leading this race on 20 lap on hards. Sergeant Phoenix stays out, he's taking a gamble, so moves on to P2. Supply Raptor comes out and pits in P3 and Fraps off. And for me, it's just become favourite to win this race. Glads will be urging Matex not to come round to the back of the pack too early or too quickly and force the safety car to come in. It's not going to be this lap in a way. It's definitely going to stay out for 32. We'll be going again lap 33, I believe. So we're going to have 3 laps of quite manic battling, I would imagine. As to Glad's defence here, it may fully come down to how well Soap can defend from Supply Raptor. If Supply Raptor gets past Soap really quickly and is on the back of Glads, it's hard to imagine Glads fighting them off for 3 laps on 20 old lap hards. So the safety car's back onto the pit straight, so definitely going another lap, so lap 32 will be under safety car. Glads would absolutely love for lap 33 to be on the safety car, but I don't think he's going to get a fish on that. So, Atex coming around now. From his point of view, the back of the pack is just up past, not the left-hander, but the right-hander following it. So there, the front of the safety car is heading into the chicane. Now the back of the safety car is, so he should catch it not long out of the chicane, I would imagine. So all the while, he doesn't want to take too much out of his softs, so he wants to have the best chance he can of getting ahead of Checo. Obviously the AIs don't really matter, but his target really is Checo and Idle North, I would imagine. Well, Maytek's penalty free, so he might even be looking up to Soap McPhoenix. So I'm going to call it now. I think... Sorry, I missed that. Find the pass down there as well. He's got a penalty. There is actually a genuine chance that Matex could end up at the back of on the bottom step of the podium here. So we are going to get going. Let's go to Supply Raptor. Let's go on board with him. So Glads goes. Raptor, look at the extra grip he's got on these softs. He's putting everything into it. He's going to brake late, I think. He brakes very late. Soap is very willing on that move, to be honest. It was a very late brake from Raptor, but he gets into P2. I mean, it's very hard. I just hope these two don't come to contact after racing so hard all race, so cleanly and so brilliantly. The last thing I'd want to happen here is contact between these two. So, just hope Raptor is a bit patient with it. He knows his best chance is going to be into turn 1 and then turn 3 are the best two opportunities. So, sorry to the rest of the field. I can see there's position changes going on. Well, Matex is already up to P4. Find the Pass is already up to P3. Did the soft tyre guys make the right choice? Well, look at the grid now. Look at the softs where they are. I think it's quite clear they did. Well, surely Glads can't defend this down to turn 1. There's a yellow flag. I believe it's Idle North and Soap, actually. It's the two of them. Surely Glads can't defend this into turn 1. Side by side. Raptor's going for the cutback. He doesn't. Glads squeezes him, but very much fairly. And Raptor does take the lead in the end. That was absolutely phenomenal racing. Glads hasn't given up. And they're side by side through the left-hander. They're still side by side into the right. Surely not side by side into the chicane. Oh, Idle North's out. Oh, what a shame. Idle North. He'd had a very good race as well. Such a shame. But in the end, Raptor does take the lead. And surely now will disappear. But believe it or not, Find the Pass now finds himself on the back of Glads. Matex penalty free is already looking at staring a podium in the face. He could easily, not what, 8-9 laps ago, could easily have just given up on this, but he hasn't. He's going to get a podium out of it. Let's just get the penalties up because I'm not exactly sure what everybody's got. Well, they're both 3 seconds. Okay, they're both 3 seconds. Glads goes to the inside to defend Find the Pass, but he does defend it. But he's going to be vulnerable into turn 3 this time. Oh, and Find the Pass is out of sorts, and Matex takes advantage. Moves into P3. Matex can smell P2 here. He's not going to give up on this. What an end to the race. I think it's raining as well. I don't just noticed that, but I think it is raining. Wow. It just looks like there's not going to be enough road left for Matex to nick P2, but unless he could do it around his hairpin, but it would be risky. I don't know. I just personally wouldn't want to risk P3 for the sake of a few extra points. Um, so, Supply Raptor heads for the line and takes victory in Hungary after his late call to go to softs. I think Glads has done a fantastic job and takes P2. Made Texan a surprising P3 in the end. Find the Pass, brilliant. So Supply Raptor and Find the Pass, as far as I know, their debuts from these guys and their first and fourths are fantastic. Checo in a brilliant P5. Forget Parker, forget Lulo, forget Dodo. They're all been in AI all race. So Soap McPhoenix will be promoted to P6. Whereas everybody else, unfortunately, we've lost from the race. But Soap just coming round to finish the race. I mean, it was exciting. The end was very exciting. The actual race, in the most part, had very good racing in it. But I think these AIs have annoyed people a little bit, and a couple of other moments. I don't want to go into it too much. I've got 10 minutes till my next stream, so I don't want to get into too much of a chat about it. But yeah, it did get very. I didn't even notice it was raining. And, yeah, it suddenly looked very wet out there. But no, fair enough. Fair enough. That racing at the end was absolutely fantastic, guys. So well done. Thoroughly enjoyed that, and shout out to Glads and Raptor as well for the battling throughout. The whole race was brilliant. So yeah, it's just the change to softs. Glads staying out, unfortunately, hasn't worked for him on this occasion. It has done in the past, but didn't work for him this time. So congratulations to Supply Raptor on the victory. I'm going in his direction for driver of the day as well from comms. Obviously they vote for it anyway, so I think so. I don't know if it matters whether I give it to him or not, but I think he's probably going that way for me. And the difference between him and Glads is probably the right decision to switch to softs. That's probably the only difference. They were first and second in the sprint race. They were first and second in the main race. Final Place had a brilliant day as well. Matex with a strong fight back. I think he'd probably more or less given up at one point when he was down at the back. Checo has just had one of those nice consistent days, done a great job in the Ferrari. Forget Lulu, forget Parker. They are both out of the running in a way. Where's So McPhoenix? Why? Oh, it's because I've just realised, guys, it's in a strange order because it puts them in the order of the amount of points they've scored for the whole weekend, not for the race. So they're in a strange order. But there we have it. Will it actually let me go to... Oh, it did. Alright then. I'll try and scroll through them all. Oh, there ain't many instants, to be fair. There's not many. So, there we have it. I did get through all the instants in case they're needed. My Texas is so tired. I don't blame you. So... You ate all the cars on the grid, Matex. You ate all of the cars on the grid. You did try and do what you did in Australia, Glads, and it worked in Australia, but no, fair play to Rapture though, he made the right decision, and but the race between you two up front, all race was superb, with well, I saw one tiny little wheel bang between you, and that was nothing, so you just bounced off each other a little bit. So the racing was absolutely terrific, and I think that last bit was, to be honest, it was bound to be frantic at the end, with everybody else going to softs. I think that was brilliant. Yeah, I think I see what you say. Find the pass, pushed you to. I don't know if he pushed you to the grass. He did get you to go. Yeah, he did run you a bit out, but I don't know whether he pushed you out onto the grass. Take a look back at it, but hopefully you've got a clip or something of it in a way. But we'll see. But no, all in all, the actual race was good. I think the free AIs have annoyed people, and we saw a deliberate DNF, unfortunately, which I think Bob Dylan's going to have to look at. But very unfortunate. But even down to Winter Place trying to get to the end of the race to get some points, despite what was clearly quite severe rear wing damage to his car, and just it was like Bambi on ice. So yeah, not fair play for him to give it a go, but in the end he actually brought out the final safety car by crashing in the final corner. On a side note, anyway, as I say, I'm on to the next stream. I've got about 6 minutes now to the next stream, so I've got to go. As always, guys, thank you very much to everybody who's watched live. Thank you to everybody that watches the stream back. It's all really appreciated. My driver of the day does go to our winner in the end. There's several contenders, but I do think that Raptor's performance overall, I think the fact that he moved to the softs is what gives him the driver of the day today. So well done to him on the win and the driver of the day and the second in the sprint. So brilliant day. Other than that, guys, I'm off. Just a massive also congratulations and shout out to the Lionesses who have won the women's Euro 2022 for England, and they've lifted the trophy. Awesome. They did what the men haven't been able to do ever. So there we have it. Anyway, guys, thank you ever so much. Good night to you all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. I'm back up